Dr.Ashwin Dobariya welcomes you to Programming in C video series. In this video we will discuss very interesting program that is which displays sum of all the digits of input numbers. So here actually we have to calculate the sum of all the digits available in a input number. Let's see first the definition of these videos. So C program which display the sum of all the digits of input any number. For example, your input number is 125, so 125. So if we calculate the sum of individual digits, so 1 plus 2 plus 5, so it becomes 8. So here in this program we have to calculate the sum of all the digits. Suppose if another number like 25, if 25 only the number, then 2 plus 5, 7 should be the answer. So in that way we have to write this program. First of all, if we think about the logic of this program, what we have to do? In previous video we have seen that the sum of and one of the loop program that calculates the sum but input the numbers, right? But here we have to calculate the sum of digits of a number. So first thing you should aware about that how we can separate these digits, because 125 is one number. So first of all in this program we have to separate one digit. So 5 should be separated first, then second, then 1, in that way. So how we can separate it? Let's think about the logic of this program. So for that first we will input one numbers. For example, n is a variable and we will input like 125. And 125 if we input, then based on our logic what should be the output? Then output should be the sum of all digit, means 8. Now how we can think about this logic? So logic is here first we have to separate these digits. Now to separate a number you have to remember one the concept of the you can say the mathematics. For example, if we divide any number, for example here it's a 125, right? And if we divide any number by 10, then the last digit always its remainder. So when we divide any number with 10, then it separates the last digit. So in that case 10 multiplied by 2, it's 12, and again if minus 25, then again we can say 10 multiplied by 4, it's 10 multiplied by 2, again it's 20, so the last remainder is 5. So here the common logic is if we want to separate the last digit, then we have to divide that number by 10, and whatever remainder is there, that is the last digit. So how we can get the remainder? So for that there is a separate operator in C, that is modulus operator. So here the example, suppose in program we'll take the input from user, but for understanding I have just assigned a 125 of our number, and we have to calculate the sum. So there is one separate variable s is equal to 0. So here in this program we require two variable, one is input number and another is the sum. Now here in this dry run table, initial value of sum is 0 and n is 125. Then here we have to execute a loop till n becomes 0. Then n greater than 0. When the n greater than 0, then this loop should be executed. It should be repeat. Right. So first 125 is our input number, then condition becomes true first time. So in these situations when the first time loop is executed, s is 0, n is 125. Now condition becomes true, then it comes over here, then control comes over here. Now see n modulus 10, so now n is 125, and if we perform a modulus operator with 10, then it always separate the last digit. So now n modulus 10 gives a 5. So the value of this is 5. Now s is already 0. So 0 plus 5, s becomes 5. So this is the new value of s. After that what we have to do? Now we want to separate 2. So if we want to separate 2, then we have to remove this last digit. Then how we can remove? So for that, whatever the value of n, that we will divide by 10. So 125 divide by 10. Actually answer is 12.5. But n is integer, 10 is integer, then it will ignore 0.5. So instead of 12.5, the n becomes 12. So this is the first iteration. Now again the loop will be executed once again. Now n becomes 12. So 12 greater than 0, condition becomes true. Again it executes its body. Now value of n is 12. So 12 modulus 2. So it separates the last digit. It means 2. So n modulus 10 means it becomes 2. Now what is the old value of s? S is 5. So 5 plus 2. Now s becomes 7. So the value of s is 7. Now if you want to separate 1, then again we have to remove 2 from here. So how we can do it? So again 12 divided by 10. So it becomes 1.2 actually. 12 divided by 10 means 1.2, but 0.2 will be ignored because n is integer, 10 is integer. So integer, the answer will be a integer. And now n, the latest value of n is 1. Again loop is execute and it will verify 1 is greater than 0. Yes, this condition becomes true again. Then it comes over here. Now see 1 modulus 10, and whenever the value is lesser than 10, then you can say that value will remain as it is as a remainder. So 1 will be the answer of this. So now 1 modulus 10 means 1. Old value of s is 7. Now 7 plus 1, it becomes 8. So 8 is the latest value of s. Now value of n is 1. Again 1 divided by 10, so it becomes 0.1. But it will not store 0.1, so it will ignore the 0.1. So ultimately n becomes 0. Now what happened? If now n becomes 0, so 0 greater than 0, this condition become false. And once this condition become false, then control will directly jump to the outside of the while loop. And finally display the output of s. Then what is the value of s? 8. So 8 is the answer overall. So this is the way of the executions. And I hope friends you understood this logic. Now let's we execute the same program in Turbo C. In Turbo C, as we discussed that, here I have declared the long integer variable because we can store the beyond the limit of the integer data like 32767, we can store more than that. That's why I have kept as a or declare as a long integer. Then integer s, sum is 0, clear screen. Then first we'll ask the user input any number, and it is stored into n variable, and here the variable is a long integer, so %ld. Then we will execute a while loop. When n greater than 0, then first you separate the last digit, then perform the addition, then again n divide by 10. So and this loop will be executed up to the n becomes 0, and finally it displays the sum. So if I run these programs, then if I 125, this is my whole number, and see it calculate the sum is 8. Similarly, if I run the same programs again, and let's we input the another number like this. So 5 plus 4 it's 9, 9 plus 7 again it's 16, then plus 8 it's 24, then 24 is the answer. Similarly, so we can input any numbers like 607, then it is as 13. So I have also given the link of this source code program in this video description part, so you can download this source code and you can do the practicals in your laptop or a desktop PC. So I hope friends you enjoy these videos and understood the logic how we can calculate the digit sum of input numbers. And I have also mentioned the other theory and practical videos links in this description part for your reference. So please friends, like this video, share this video with your friends so they can also get the benefits. And if you have any suggestions, then please give your feedbacks in the comment of these videos. And in the next video we'll discuss another very interesting programs, that is display reverse number of an input number. For example, your input number is 125, then it should be display like 521. So the logic of this program we'll discuss in the upcoming video. So for getting the updates of the upcoming video, please friends subscribe these channels and we will discuss the one another program in next video. Thank you very much, friend.